Hey guys, so today we are going to be doing a video on let's get my lip gloss right actually before we start. So today we're going to be doing a video on working for yourself or working for a corporation or a company. I don't know what you views in working for yourself or working for companies, but I'm going to give you the pros and cons between both of them. So basically you can make your choice if you choose to work for yourself or work for the man then. You get me? Anyway, let's jump straight into the video. First, I want to say thanks to all my subscribers. Thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for keeping my YouTube page going. I know I've been extremely busy, guys. Haven't really been able to put a lot of content out there because I've been like mad busy juggling my kids and work and all and life and that not, and married life as well. Yeah. Okay, so let's jump into the video. So basically, working for yourself and working for a company, the pros and cons. If you work for yourself and you basically don't really get like a paycheck, you don't get pay slip, you don't get like sort of money deposit into your account saying it's coming from like a business or a corporation, which you're either classed as self-employed or you're classed as a sole trader or a few other bits and bobs, but them ones are the main ones. Self-employed or sole trader, you are running like a limited company that not. So for example, like that, if you had a property company and you were doing reno on property, for example, 2-3 bedroom, and you were making probably like 30,000 pounds from your renovation, that would basically class as you having a limited company, property company. But if you were self-employed, where you were trading, just for example, under self-employed, you wouldn't have a limited company, you'll be registered as self-employed. So you'll be registered with HMRC as self-employed, and then basically you pay your tax to them. Sometimes it works out like when you have a limited company, you're better off because you can claim back VAT and stuff. When you're self-employed, sometimes you can't really do that. It really depends. You need to check your accounts bits, guys. Anyway, and if you're self-employed or owning a limited company, you basically will have to prove more in regarding to your job because you won't have a contract. But if you've got a job and you're employed with a company, you'll have a contract, especially if you're on a permanent contract with the business, you'll have a contract. Then the other thing that you'll have as well, you'll have your pay slip, which comes whether every week, every month, however your employment pay you. So you'll get that every week or every month or every 2 weeks. And the other thing that you would get as well, you would get like so sort of straight away each time you get your pay, you can get your P60 off your pay rota thing that you normally go into, depending on what company you work for. But my one does that, so you get me, that's how I know that. Anyway, so, and the other thing is, if you are employed, it's easier for you to get a mortgage, because if you're self-employed or you run a limited company, you'll need probably minimum 2 years accounts before you qualify for a mortgage. You'll need accounts before you qualify for renting a property. You need accounts before you qualify for buying a car sometimes, because some lenders will say to you like, listen, they want you to have this, they want you to have that, and if you don't have them, they're not going to like give you the money. Minimum, not for them place, they just want you to have 2 years minimum accounts or 2 years minimum self-employment. If you don't have that, you ain't getting nothing. But if you're employed, and even if you've been employed for 3 months, 2 months, 6 months, 6 years, you can still sort of get the same perks that you get with companies. Like if you have passed your probation, for example, and you're working for the business for 7 months, you will get the same thing that you get for them. You've been working with them for 7 months or 7 years. What I mean by that, you can go apply for a mortgage. You don't need to show them that you've only been working for 6 months, 7 months, because guess what? You've passed probation. My tongue's tying, probation. You've also basically got to the point as well where you've got like 7 months pay slip. So them 7-month pay slip is basically stating that you are working. However, them corporation ain't gonna want them 7-month pay slip. All they're gonna want the last 3 months, and they're gonna want the last 3 months bank statements. So those are one of the cons, the pros and cons with working for yourself or for a company. The other thing is, when you're working for yourself as well, you could probably bank more money as well, because sometimes when you're working for yourself, depending on what you're doing, you know, you get to keep all the profit. But if you're working for a corporation, you just get to keep the wage which you basically agree to get that salary when you first join the business. For example, if you're earning like 20k a year, that's what you're gonna get. You're not gonna get a penny more. But if you run a business or you're self-employed and you're doing your thing and you're making money, and like this month you make £1,000 and next month you make £5,000, that's technically your money to keep. However, you still have to keep it safe, keep it clean, guys. Pay your tax on there. Don't be robbing HMRC, you get me? Keep it clean. That's what I'm talking about, you get me? Anyway, so them two is just the little perks about like working for yourself or working for a business. The other thing as well, when you work for a company, sometimes you don't have the flexibility like when you work for yourself. When you work for a business, sometimes you have more perks, like little thing, like for example, company do them little things for you. Company may give you like nursery voucher, just for example. You won't get that if you're self-employed. You won't get like nursery voucher because you don't get that, because you don't set up that with your business, if that makes sense. The other thing is, workplace may give you like discount on cinema ticket, petrol. They may give you vouchers. It may be any one of them things, but when you're working for yourself, you ain't gonna get them things, so bear that in mind. However, my views with working for yourself and working in a corporation, a company, is, I'm not gonna lie, my personal opinion, keep them both. Run something on the side, you get me? You always gonna need you need money coming in left, right and center. If you're anything like me who like to go out and shop, if you're anything like me who like to literally spend money and bear things, like, you need to make sure you've got more than one source of income. So keep your job, yeah, and make sure you run things on the side, because when you run things on the side, yeah, you've got money coming in from your side thing, and you've also got money coming in from your main job. My personal opinion, some people, they don't like working for companies because they feel as if company don't pay them a lot or enough, or maybe it's too strict, it's too much rule, that. Listen, bite some balls here, just get it in there, just do what you have to do. If that's what you want to do what you have to do. But I'm just telling you, like, my personal preference, both them things is just right up my street. I need to have both of them. I'm like on a balance, yeah. It's not just having one and not having the other. I need both income. So that's what I'm talking about. Get it real, yeah. You need money coming in your account. And I'm out for today. Thank you for watching, guys. Bye.